Okay, we're going to do a quick walkthrough of my build at the Crevice in Conan the Barbarian. This is the entrance number 1. And at entrance number 1, I've got my map room, which allows me to go anywhere in the exiled lands, guarded by a greater rhinoceros and a yeti. Going to tower number 1, which is the entrance to the Crevice. There's 3 entrances. Built with Nemedian material and a little flotsam. This is the entrance to the tower number 1, but we'll come back to that when we go up to see the religious zeal. Up the stairs here to my garden with each of the different lotus flowers. There are 7 of them, and they're each growing here. And the other flowers and plants that grow in the exiled lands. I grow aloe here so I can make my healing potions. There's a nice green shoebill. In this room, I've got the ability to cook things for the stove with some preservation boxes and many of the different meals that I've prepared. And all of the compost heaps for growing the garden, along with the fluid press and the grinder. Through these double doors is my bedroom. With a bunch of my different armors that I've made. Some healing potions, as well as some additional armor.
The timer has about 12 minutes to go.
This is tower number 2 for the second entrance. As you can see, over there is the entrance to the cave through those double doors at the top of the tower. Looking down on the jousting track for where we have jousting with horses and lances, and my vault guarded by a frost giant bodyguard. Down the fast elevator. Nemedian boar statue. To see the outside for entrance number 2. As you can see, the tower. This tower is separated, as you can see, from the entrance, such that the only way up to it is via the elevator. Now we'll take the elevator up to the top of the tower. And you'll see there's a thrall pot and a campfire, and there is a feed box for each of the towers or each of the entrances as well. The other feed box is in this little room right here. So now we'll go down. There's vault number 2. And under vault number 2 is another little room that I've got down here for future expansion, probably with the magic for release number 3. A Wheel of Pain. And my workroom. The Tinker's Bench, the Improved Armor's Bench, the Garrison Armor Bench, Saddler's Bench, Nemedian Bench, the Torturer's Work Table, Precision Carpenter's Bench, Improved Carpenter's Bench, the Heat Efficient Furnace, Garrison Blacksmith Bench, an Improved Furnace Kiln, another Heat Efficient Furnace, the Improved Tannery and Bench, preservation boxes filled up with foods as well as greater animals, Precision Alchemist Bench, Improved Fireball Cauldron, the Precision Fireball Cauldron, the casting table, all the benches you need. A little storage area. This is where I store my building materials in those boxes. And this is entrance number 3. You can see the cave entrance here. And I've built into it. Looking back, you can see the cave entrance and the entrance to my house. And you'll notice this whole tower is built in a hole. This hole goes on up, and that's the drawbridge that connects it to the land. This is the king's room. Here in the king's room, we have multiple different display weapons to be able to see. A lot of different weapons and bows that I've collected. Spears, maces, bows, more spears, a lance, some daggers, some swords, legendary, obsidian weapons, venom infused weapons, more legendary weapons, and legendary bows and shields, axes, more swords. These are all dragon bone weapons. Dragon bone shield. The Talith Lament. All of the star metal weapons and shields and bow. So many weapons. There's some katanas. Up the stairs here is where the guards can have a drink while the king's doing his work downstairs. And up the tower, there's Cooper's room. And there's Ivan's room, my grandson's. This is where you get to the drawbridge I'm going across to go to the gate entrance. And we just saw the killing of a king elk. And here's the entrance and the tower. And the religious zeal up there, which we'll be going up to next. One quick look at the tower, up the tower. So to the top of the tower, looks out over the bridge that goes to the Black Keep. You can see the bridge off in that direction. All right, back down. Quickly, we'll head over to the Religious Zeal platform. We have to go back through the workshop, back through entrance number 2. Back to tower number 1. And we'll take the elevator up. Here we are overlooking entrance number 1 in the map room. And we'll take the first of the 3 elevators that it takes to get to the top of the Religious Zeal. Top of the tower. And on up the elevator. To the first observation platform. And on up the tower. Up the elevator to the religious platform. Off in that direction, you should be able to see, but maybe not because of the... So most of the time you can see, oh, it's over there. The Circle of Swords. Okay, though, so here's my cathedral that I've built. Got an altar with some scrolls on it and some seating. Down to each of the different altars. This is Jabal Sog. The Pleasure Palace of Derketo. The Abyss of Yog. This is the altar of Ymir. The Temple of Mitra. Onto the altar of Zath. And the last but not the least, this is the Sepulchre of Set. And back to my cathedral. Thus concludes my tower and my home here in the Exiled Lands by Don Johnson.